Well, new research suggests parents are struggling with teaching their kids basic life skills like tying their shoelaces. 19% of preschoolers are able to use a smartphone, but just 9% can actually tie their laces. Families across the world are choosing to outsource these traditional tasks, which experts say should still be taught in the home to encourage bonding between parent and child. So let's check in with our Pulse guests today to see what they think about this. And joining me this afternoon, Carmen Braidwood from 96 FM and WA Today's Brendan Foster. Hi there, guys.
Good afternoon.
Hello,
How you going?
Now, Brendan, isn't swiping left or right a lot easier than sort of fiddling with your laces?
Yeah, I think tying your laces is a bit overrated. I mean, that's what Crocs were invented for, you know.
And Velcros.
Yes. I mean, didn't Back to the Future predicted the fact that we wouldn't need laces in the future? You know, I send my 5-year-old son to school in his Crocs and he's absolutely fine. So I think tying laces, you know, absolutely overrated in my eyes.
Yeah, I have to admit my little girl has those Velcro sort of shoes for school. Now, Carmen, we outsource everything nowadays, so is this just a sign of the times?
Well, Emmy, if it is a sign of the times, I'd like to take this opportunity to announce my new business. I am quitting radio and I will now outsource my ability to teach your children to do their own shoelaces, brush their teeth, comb their hair, whatever you require. And actually, for an extra fee, I'm offering to do kids' housework as well, get them up to speed with parents' housework. We'll take care of all of that at a very affordable rate of $1,000 an hour.
And as the new media manager for this
yes,
wonderful business, give me a call on
how to take photos for Instagram for later.
And who bonds when you're tying shoelaces? I mean, I don't bond over tying
yes,
shoelaces.
You do.
No,
I'm sure you would. You're sitting there and spending time together.
I guess so.
No, not at all.
If there is going to be an outsourcing or an intervention, I'd like to stop Brendan's son wearing Crocs. If possible, no more Crocs.
No, they're not a good look. And like winter, what do you do? Is it Crocs and socks?
Yeah, Crocs and socks, yeah, definitely. The McGowan government should bring in a policy. Instead of tying shoelaces, all the kids should get a pair of Crocs each. That's much easier.
I think you're being sponsored by someone here, Brendan. You seem to really be plugging them. Look, moving on, guys. And a British dad who took his daughter out of school to go to Disneyland for a week has been left out of pocket 50 grand after the school fined him and then took the case to the Supreme Court. Not only did he lose, but he was fined even more and given a criminal record. Let's take a listen.
Genuinely, it's a badge of honour. I'm quite happy to be a criminal for taking my daughter on holiday. If it's a price I have to pay, it's a price I'll accept.
Wow.
Now, Brendan, parents in England can't take their kids out of school unless there's an exceptional circumstance. But let's bring the conversation back to Australia. Should parents feel bad taking their kids out of school to go on a holiday?
Absolutely not. I've done it every year for goodness how many years, and we always take the kids out either a week before the school holidays or a week after the school holidays, so we don't go over with other parents, because who wants to holiday other parents? You know, and we've made up all sorts of crazy excuses what the kids have. We've invented all sorts of diseases.
Did you?
Yeah. Oh, did you actually make up excuses? You didn't say you were going on a holiday.
No, can't do that. No. But who cares? Missing 1 week of school so you can go away. I mean, I think the fact this guy was fined, was it 50,000 something pounds?
Well, it ended up, I guess, the total of costs with everything.
Ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. Who cares? They miss a week of school. They're going to learn more away and, you know, on holidays anyway.
Exactly. Carmen, what do you think about the good old school of life and learning sort of what the world has to offer?
I've always been really conflicted on this one. I agree with the school of life. There's nothing better than going out and travelling to learn something about another culture. But, you know, if you're taking your kids out of school to go down to a caravan park in Mandurah, are they really going to learn that much? You know,
I can learn all about Bogan culture.
Gotta wonder. Gotta wonder. You said
and
that
crabbing,
for me.
and crabbing.
Hello to all the 96 FM listeners in Mandurah. We love you. Keep listening to... No, look...
Look, the rates are probably cheaper.
They're probably
it's a bit of a saving.
Yeah. I understand that. I think that you do need to consider the cost, but also the age of the child. You know, my stepson's going through his high school years now, and you can really start to see the learning compounding week upon week. So I can see the argument from teachers that if you take them out for that time, you probably need to be taking a bit of work. I mean, I'd love to know from Brendan if he's getting work from the teachers for the kids while they're away.
What we do is during that week while we're away, I just teach my kids to tie their shoelaces.
Of course.
We bond over shoelaces. I'm at the bar drinking, and occasionally I bend down and tie their shoelaces.
Oh, look, finally, guys. Here's the latest weird social media trend. It's called watermelon dresses, and it's giving new meaning to the term juicy couture.
Oh, God.
People rather, flooding Instagram with these sweet images.
Oh,
guys, what do you think about this?
Oh, I think it was a Freudian slip from you, Emmy, that you said police are being called. Call them quickly and stop this latest craze. Oh, look, I don't mind the crazes. We've had, the floor is lava. This year we've had people putting fidget spinners on unnatural things and spinning them and taking photos. And now we've got the watermelon dress. My one concern with you bringing this story to the table, Emmy, is that I work in breakfast radio. And if you have a look at all those pictures that people are putting on Instagram so far, they're all radio hosts just trying to get their call sign out there. Now that my producer's seen this, I'm done for. 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. You look out for it. 96FM Facebook page. Me in a watermelon dress.
Brendan, is this just senseless, this whole social media craze?
I think anyone who does this is an absolute melon, to be honest. Let's be honest, seriously. I mean, there's some crazes that come along and you think, gee, that's really clever. And then this comes along and you think, this is just ridiculous,
It's
seriously.
cute with the kids.
Sorry?
It's cute, the photos
Well,
with
there's
the kids,
no time to
though.
do this. I'm too busy tying my kids' shoelaces. I haven't got time to do...
You could have a photo of your kid with watermelon dress and also some Crocs, you know?
Yeah,
Really...
yeah, I like that. That's very good. Yeah, we can be part of our scheme.
Yeah, Carmen, I think you need to go with the fruit salad tomorrow instead of the watermelon, so you're starting a new trend.
I love it. I'll start changing it up.
Yeah.
If you can organise a delivery of fruit to my home so I can get started on this tonight, that'd be great.
What about broccoli? Just do it with broccoli.
Yeah,
What's
so
that
let's
gonna
go for
cover?
veggies. Look, guys, that's all we've got time for. Brendan, Carmen, thanks for coming on The Pulse.
Thanks, Emmy.
Thanks,
Cheers.
Emmy.